afternoon, welcome to the Soberholic vlog. It's just gone, look, 5:57. I'm 3 minutes early out of work, so that's made my decision for me. I'm gonna head out on the road and go for a skate. So I'll catch up with you when we get to the skate park. It might be a little while for me, but anyway, I'll see you there. You ready? I've made it. I'm in Tamworth, 7:01. So just over an hour to get here to go for a skate. I've just pulled up, it looks pretty rad. There's a nice little mini ramp here and a heap of banks and stuff, so I'm gonna go and throw some gear on and go for a bit of a skate. So it's an hour's drive home, so I reckon an hour skating, and then I'm gonna have to jump in the car and go back. Long drive for a short skate, but honestly, what else am I gonna do? There's just sit in town. I've watched the sunset basically every night I've been here from one of the local lookouts. I'm tired of it. I want to go skate. I want to have some fun. So that's what I'm doing. And honestly, it's worth it. Like 2 hours driving or 2 hours sitting in a pub. I think 2 hours driving sounds a lot better and a lot cheaper. If I said disappointed, I'd be lying. That's an understatement. But look, I'll be honest, it's not really all that bad. There's this beautiful path up here. I'm guessing it used to be a railway embankment. It kind of looks like that. The skate park is all like prefab concrete and steel. All the ledges are rough as hell. I've only got my really hard wheels on my ramp. Just basically death sentence trying to ride in there on quad skates with hard wheels. But this path's beautiful and the sunset, it's just magic. Oh my god. So pretty out here. So yeah, this is Tamworth, home of the Golden Guitars. I'm hoping to catch the Golden Guitar on the way out of town. Actually, I'm starting to think this isn't a railway embankment, but a levee bank. There's all these valves along through here, so I'm guessing that's to like let water one side to the other. And there's a river down there. So I think I was wrong, my original assertion. Anyway. Golden Guitar. We're going to try and find that on the way out of town. I've never been to Tamworth before, which is weird because I listen to a lot of country music. So I'm quite excited to check that out. This is a really nice place to skate. Horribly disappointed with the skate park, but the streets are beautiful. Well, that was totally worth the drive. Skate park, terrible. That would have been a waste of time. But that street skate was beautiful. There is nothing quite so good as a sunset street skate. And it was a beautiful sunset. I know I said at the start that I've just watched the sunset every night, which I just drove an hour to do. But I mean, honestly, like, yeah, to have those moments when I spent so long just getting a tan off neon lights, like, it's really quite magic. Anyway, I'm gonna get on the road. It's nearly dark. It's an hour back home, and in Australia we have these things called kangaroos, which are kind of like, if you imagine a rabbit's head on a deer's body, but it's only got two legs and it hops. Let's face it, we all know what a kangaroo looks like, but they're huge, and they generally sit on the side of the road, and they're out eating at night, and they hop onto the road in front of cars, and they will just write your car off and kill you if you hit one and something like this. So I'm a bit nervous about heading home, but I'll catch up with you when I get there and just let you know I've made it safe. Made it home safe. Man, what an interesting drive. It's crazy. I'll get to that in a second. I was leaving town and I remembered about the Golden Guitar, and I was like, man, I've got to go check that out. It's on like way on the other end of the town, so it was like another 20 minutes to get out there, and then I would have had to look at a giant Golden Guitar and turn around and come back. So I just left it for tonight. Anyway, I listen to a lot of podcasts when I'm driving. I spend a lot of time driving, spend a lot of time in my machine at work listening, and with music it just gets repetitive and my brain just wanders everywhere. I try and listen to podcasts and learn things and, try and educate myself. I read somewhere that learning new things with your brain has the same chemical effects as addicts feel when they're using whatever their substance is. So I've been trying to do that. And I listened to a really interesting podcast today from This American Life about another podcast called Dopey. Now, if you've never heard of Dopey, I would highly suggest checking it out. Go to whatever podcasting app you use and check out Dopey. It's an amazing story. Basically, two guys started this podcast talking about drug stories. So nothing to do with recovery, just talking about their funny stories from when they were using, which, it's about half of a meeting right there. And let's face it, addicts have hilarious stories because, there's a reason we kept using. Like, it wasn't always horrible. It's only bad at the end. Some of it's not too bad. Anyway, I digress. I've got to come clean a little bit. The reason I drove all the way to Tamworth tonight and didn't just stay here was today I had the thought about having a beer. I was scrolling through Facebook, saw a friend's post. He was sitting next to the beach drinking a beer, and I went, man, I could do with one. And I don't like having that feeling, so I go and reprogram it. I go and do something else, do something different. One of the hosts from this podcast used again after 4.5 years sober and OD'd and died about a month later. And I guess just listening to that on the way home tonight really just drove home that one beer is too much for me. I can't ever do that again, and I don't want to ever do that again. I love being sober. It is the best thing ever. Honestly, sobriety gives you everything that addiction promised. And that's how I'll leave it tonight. So thanks heaps for coming along. Check out the rest of the channel for more videos. Subscribe. Link for soberholic gear in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Don't wake me up.